Hello, and welcome to our presentation of the NetOp remote control solution. First, I'd like to provide you with a little information about NetOp. NetOp develops and sells software solutions that enable the swift, secure, and seamless transfer of video, screens, sounds, and data between two or more computers over the Internet. Our company is headquartered in Denmark. We have 2 sales offices in the U.S., 1 in Chicago, and 1 in Portland, and additional offices in England, Switzerland, Romania, and China. We are truly a global company as we are sold in more than 80 countries around the world. To date, we have more than 10 million installed licenses of NetOp remote control solutions worldwide. NetOp was founded in 1981, and for 25 years, NetOp has been the trusted leader in remote control technology. One of the biggest problems for help desks today is to provide timely, efficient, and cost-effective technical support for all users. A support incident can involve a tricky diagnostic process, with most of that time spent trying to understand what the actual problem is. This is further complicated when multiple operating systems exist, multiple networks exist, and more devices must be supported. NetOp's remote control solution allows you to provide support and service when it is needed, regardless of networks, firewalls, devices, distance, or disparate operating systems. NetOp offers a full-featured solution to perform complex remote management, maintenance, and user support for less user downtime and reduced support costs. You may already have 2, 3, or even more remote control tools in your organization that support different operating systems. Each solution may also have a different level of security, which complicates your ability to maintain the desired level of security. NetOp offers one robust remote control solution that supports more platforms and devices than any other solution available, so you can standardize on one support tool to reduce your licensing and training costs and even make sure that you get the level of security you want in order to comply with your own security policy. NetOp supports more platforms and protocols than any other solution available. One guest, the technical support person, can take control over any host or end-user device using one intuitive interface. The guest can provide remote support and remote maintenance from a desktop, laptop, or a PDA running Windows Mobile. NetOp's remote control solution also supports a variety of platforms including Windows, Linux, DOS, OS/2, Mac, and Solaris, so one solution is all you need. The guest can take over control of workstations, laptops, and servers where the host or end-user software has been pre-installed. This is a traditional remote control situation where NetOp has been the trusted user for 25 years. But just providing support on traditional devices is not enough with today's support needs. Most companies need to offer support for customers or a traveling workforce where it is necessary to transcend networks and firewalls. NetOp offers internet-based remote control that doesn't require you to reconfigure firewalls or proxies or even to pre-install software on that end user's computer. NetOp's remote solution also works on PDAs, handheld computers, and smartphones running Windows Mobile. We also support machines or embedded systems running Windows CE or Windows ME. So whether you need to support workstations, servers, clientless workstations where no host is installed, PDAs, smartphones, or embedded systems, NetOp offers the perfect full-featured remote control solution. With NetOp Remote Control, one guest reaches all. And now with NetOp Web Connect, the guest can provide support inside or outside the network without reconfiguring firewalls or routers, ideal in situations where you need to provide support on external networks. In traditional remote control, the guest needs to open a port to connect to the host. This often involves reconfiguration of firewalls to allow the port opening and port forwarding. NetOp Web Connect is the new connection service for NetOp Remote Control. It uses outgoing HTTP port 80 traffic, so no other port has to be opened. With NetOp Web Connect, the host machine will constantly send a signal to the Web Connect service. The guest then goes to the connection service to see if the host is there and make the connection. The guest and host machines can be anywhere because the outgoing HTTP connection eliminates the need for firewall configuration and VPN tunnels. Best of all, NetOp Web Connect does not rely upon third-party servers hosted by the vendor. You can host it yourself, so you'll never have to allow third-party access to any of your data or confidential information. NetOp offers a full-featured remote control solution. Take remote control over the screen, mouse, and keyboard in real time with impressive performance. With our award-winning solution, you can take over any computer regardless of location and work as though you're in front of that computer. You can have one guest supporting one host, many guests supporting one host, or one guest supporting many hosts simultaneously. When multiple guests are supporting one or more hosts, the first guest can simply hand over control to another guest. One guest can also connect to multiple hosts, which is commonly used in monitoring server rooms. Demonstrate allows you to show the guest screen to the host machine to explain and help the user. File transfer is easy with a split-screen drag-and-drop interface. Scripts can also allow you to automatically perform routine tasks, such as automatically transferring files to and from different locations. You can remotely manage services, command prompts, registry, event viewer, and disk information in the remote management mode. This can be done in the background without disturbing the end user. Inventory allows you to collect hardware and software information for easy troubleshooting. This is especially helpful when the end user downloads potentially damaging software. The host computer can scan the Windows registry for all hardware and software and create an XML report for review. NetOp offers support for Intel vPro chips to remotely control machines where no operating system exists or where the operating system has been corrupted. The guest can remotely edit the BIOS, force a reboot, and power the computer on and off. The guest can also remotely load operating systems from the guest computer CD drive and define mainboard alerts. The centralized phone book allows you to organize, share, and customize all connections and provides easy access to all hosts regardless of where they are or how many you have. All support agents can share this phone book, which is maintained in one central location. The phone book can be password protected and customized for each entry. Communication between guests and hosts is easy with text, audio, and video chat. Connections between guests and hosts can be done through the internet without reconfiguring firewalls with the help request feature that uses an outgoing connection from the host to a guest or help desk. At NetOp, we have always put security first, and that is why you'll find many of our customers in industries with the most demanding security standards, such as finance, insurance, retail, healthcare, and government, where a data breach can be fatal to the business or even jeopardize someone's life. So we've implemented a 4-stage approach to ensuring that you are always perfectly protected against outside access and data loss. Our 4-stage approach includes securing the line, managing user access, managing user rights, and finally, documenting what happens. We start by securing the line with industry-leading 256-bit AES encryption. In order for the guest and host to connect, there also has to be a key exchange to decrypt the communication. NetOp uses a dynamic 2048-bit Diffie-Hellman key exchange in order to prevent anyone from accessing your data. But encryption is not enough. You must also be able to manage access to user machines by having the guest identify itself to the host. This is done in a number of ways. Closed user groups allow only your guests to connect to your hosts. No one from outside the group would be able to connect to the host machine. This is an optional layer of security which prevents people from accessing your hosts from non-user group guests, even though they may have acquired your credentials and network access. Guests may also have to authenticate in a variety of ways, including directory services, smart cards, and tokens before accessing the host computer. Directory services is typically used for easy integration to your infrastructure and for easily setting up access for certain groups of guests to certain groups of hosts. In user-controlled access, the user must actively click a button to allow the guest access. This is often a requirement to comply with the security policy and protection of personal data. Next, we allow you to manage the rights of the guest on the host machine and the functions each guest is allowed to perform. For example, you can restrict file transfer rights for certain users. This ensures that different levels of users get different access to different NetOp features in order to comply with your security policy. There are two ways of doing this. You can configure different accounts locally on every host, but this is only recommended for small or medium-sized networks or situations where guest rights are very static. For medium to larger networks, you can manage guest rights centrally through NetOp Security Server. NetOp Security Server offers complete, centralized, and scalable management of who can do what, where, and when. With NetOp Security Server, you can easily change role rights with just a few clicks from one central location for any guest group by matching directory service groups with a specified security role. Finally, NetOp provides you with extensive logging of all sessions and events, so you'll always know who did what in a session and ensure that you are always compliant. The logs provide information about events between the guest and host, such as when the session started and when it stopped, what file transfers occurred. Logs can be placed locally in a log file or stored centrally through the NetOp Security Server. Screen recording provides a picture of all the activities done in the session on the host computer and cannot be edited. It also shows things that do not appear in logs, such as mouse movements. Screen recordings can be saved locally or can be placed on a centrally shared drive. All logging and screen activity can be done from the guest and the host to document all activities. NetOp's remote control solution is the most comprehensive solution for complex remote maintenance and user support across platforms and devices. All of this is under a single interface, perfectly protected by encrypted connections, sophisticated authentication, role-based rights management, and extensive documentation. NetOp's remote control solution is designed to help you improve productivity, flexibility, and customer satisfaction while reducing your costs and exposure risks. NetOp has been the trusted leader in remote control technology for 25 years. NetOp recently earned the PC Plus Editor's Choice Award for the best remote control solution. NetOp Remote Control has also received an A+ rating from Network Computing Magazine on performance, features, security, and service. NetOp continues to pave the way in remote control technology, helping you save time and money while increasing productivity and user satisfaction. If you would like additional information on NetOp's unique remote control solution, please feel free to email us at sales@netop.com or visit us on the web at www.netop.com. And thank you.